Let's start off today with a story that broke this weekend that could, potentially, I think, affect the upcoming season for the University of Michigan. You may remember last year there was an individual on the sidelines. His name was Connor Stalions. In fact, there's going to be a documentary on him coming up pretty soon. And we thought the story maybe had gone away as Jim Harbaugh was suspended for a short period of time. Again, he left for the National Football League. But upon further investigation, right now there is some trouble for their current head coach, Sherrone Moore, who took over for Harbaugh at the end of last season. In fact, he is being accused, along with 6 other members of the University of Michigan, for violating rules in the NCAA, and that also included deleting text messages. Over 50 of them were found to be deleted that went back and forth from Moore to allegedly Harbaugh and even Stalions as well. Now, again, there's still not a ton of information as to the specifics of this, but he is under investigation and could face suspension, or even who knows what would happen for the University of Michigan going into the season. So be careful of that season win total. Be careful of any kind of penalties that could come for the Wolverines coming up this fall. Meanwhile, Arizona is getting new sports books in their state. It was announced earlier this morning that Planetech and Sports Trade are jumping into the fray. Of course, Arizona's had legal sports betting for a couple of years now, since they've opened it up legally there. Also, an announcement was made that the Arizona Department of Gaming, that they have allocated an event wagering operator license to Planetech as the designee for the San Carlos Apache Tribal Gaming Enterprise. So the Indian reservations and the Indian tribes obviously being part of this as well. Another fun announcement made today, I thought personally, this coming from Bet Rivers. Matthew Waters, who usually joins us weekly on Legal Sports Report, posted this on social media in terms of the story last week that DraftKings is going to take maybe 1% or 2% from your winnings. No such surcharge to be the case for Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers saying that not going to happen. We're not going to be doing that to our customers, taking a shot a little bit, it seems to be, on DraftKings as well. All right, now let's go over to the very latest, the Olympic Games in Paris. Congratulations to Noah Lyles. He was the story on Sunday as he brings home the gold medal for the United States in the 100-meter final. 9.784, second time that edged him past a world-class field of elite sprinters. He earned the victory by beating the man with the world's fastest time this year, Jamaica's Kishane Thompson, by 0.005 of a second. Yes, 0.005, so close. It was the closest 100-meter final since Moscow in 1980, or maybe even ever. You talk about a photo finish. Look at that. Who could potentially pick the winner there by seeing the end there? Lyles' 200-meter finals on Wednesday. He'll have an opportunity to claim a gold medal coming up later in the week. All right, photo finish on the golf course for Scottie Scheffler. He continues his dominance of the PGA Tour at the Olympics as he takes home the gold. He was 4 shots behind to start the final round, 6 shots behind on the back 9, but Scheffler went crazy, birdieing 5 of 6 holes down the stretch, and he hit the course record, 9 under 62. He defeats Tommy Fleetwood, who captured the silver medal. Also, John Rahm had a huge lead in this one, kind of fell apart in the end. Olympic record, by the way, 72 holes, 19 under 265. Now, on the tennis court, a gold medal. Incredible performance, by the way. I just got to add. Novak Djokovic. I mean, it feels like he could play until he's 45. He won the gold at the age of now 37, defeating Carlos Alcaraz. It was an incredible match. 7-6, 7-6, tiebreaker on 3, tiebreaker on 2, an enthralling and evenly matched tennis match at the 2024 Games. Djokovic wanted the gold medal for Serbia, which is basically the last thing that he wanted to do to get the career Golden Slam, which was something that Steffi Graf had in 1998, Andre Agassi had in 1999, Rafael Nadal in 2010, Serena Williams in 2012, and now Djokovic for Serbia in 2024 as he takes home the gold. All right, well, Simone Biles had a tough time on the balance beam, but she did end up taking a silver medal just a few minutes ago in the floor exercise on Monday. It's her 4th medal in Paris and 11th Olympic medal overall, after a routine that included a couple of steps out of bounds. Brazil's Rebecca Andrade became the first gymnast to beat Biles in a floor major in an international competition. 14.166 for her, 14.133 for Simone Biles. You may have heard the story we've been telling you about here on Newswire over the last couple of weeks about that lake in Paris that had E. coli in it. Belgium had to forfeit because one of their triathletes tested positive for E. coli after swimming in that Seine River. Yikes. How does that even happen? Needless to say, Belgium going to be out, have to forfeit that because of E. coli, not something you hear very often. All right, U.S. Women's basketball routes Germany on Sunday, the final 87-68. 58 straight Olympic wins in a row, much better than the White Sox, and the number one seed in the medal round, which begins Wednesday in Paris. Team USA goes for its 8th consecutive gold medal. Next up for Team USA, and they are favored against Nigeria. Again, that's coming up on Wednesday. This new event, the 3-on-3 basketball that they're doing at the Olympics, it did not go well for Team USA. They've been eliminated, and they finished 2-5 in pool play. And needless to say, Jimmer Fredette was brought in to give the team a boost after they failed to qualify for Tokyo. But needless to say, he had a lower leg injury. It did not work out at all. Team USA is out of the running in the 3-on-3. Over in Major League Baseball, I took a shot there at the White Sox for good reason. They've lost, folks. 20 games in a row, one shy of the American League record. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. We'll see if they end up catching and passing the Baltimore Orioles here. If they break the record, it will come against, yes, the Cubs. Go figure that. Paul Skeens' day ends in a little bit of heartbreak. Ketel Marte, home run in the top of the 9th inning. Skeens just went 5 1/3, 4 strikeouts, still plus 210 to win the Cy Young over on FanDuel. The Houston Astros acquired UC Kikuchi at the deadline. They thought maybe they would get another pitcher back from injury in Lance McCullers Jr., but Joe Espada made the announcement on Sunday that he is unlikely to return the rest of the season. Wilyer Abreu, on the day that he lost his grandmother, went out and played for her the next day, ended up hitting 2 home runs for the Boston Red Sox yesterday, 430 feet home run, a dozen rows deep. An incredible day with tears in his eyes for Abreu. Wanted to mention that here on the show. All right, National Football League. We got preseason games coming up on Thursday night. Jaden Daniels, the first pick for the Commanders, is going to play in the game. Dan Quinn said on Sunday that he'll play against the Jets. Who knows how long, but Marcus Mariota will take snaps as well. Tyreek Hill got his contract extension. It's a restructured deal, actually, when you think about it. And it will keep him among the highest paid skill position players in the NFL. $90 million over the next 3 years, $65 million guaranteed. The Tennessee Titans signed Quandre Diggs, and it looks like it's a deal approximately up to $5 million. And the Carolina Panthers got some good news after a scare yesterday. Xavier Legette, one of the top picks in the NFL draft, had a foot injury, but his head coach, Dave Canales, says he should be okay, avoided a major injury, although who knows how long he will be out. We'll hear from Canales, by the way, coming up later in the Sound Off.